What's up, Darksiders? So hopefully you're having an amazing Wednesday. Guys, today we are talking more Star Trek Discovery, and I'm actually going to give you the results of a poll that I did a couple of weeks ago where I asked a question on Facebook and Twitter: who would you most like to see in Star Trek Discovery from some of your favorite Star Trek series? And I think that you'll find the results are going to be pretty interesting, because I will tell you that who comes in number one on this poll was not who I expected it to be. Guys, before we jump in, make sure that if you're new here, you hit that subscribe button and then hit that notification bell. What you can expect from this channel really is a place for you to be able to come to share your thoughts, opinions, and viewpoints on all the things that we love to watch. We cover streaming content, we cover movies, and we cover TV shows. So we really hope that you guys enjoy this video and that you will join us in our discussion about the stuff that we love to watch. Guys, make sure that you stay to the end of the video. I do have something that I do want to share with you that I hope you guys will find interesting. All right, you guys, so without further ado, let's jump in. Let's start with number 5 on our list. Coming in at number 5 is Dax, the symbiote from Deep Space Nine. Now, Dax is a pretty interesting choice, and I have to admit, one that I would not necessarily have thought of putting on this list. But after seeing Dax on the list, I do think Dax would be an interesting addition to Discovery, especially given the fact that the symbiotes live for very long periods of time and quite literally could have lifetimes of information to share with the Federation. They could really be very instrumental in helping the Federation actually deal with the conflict between the Klingons and the Federation, but also be great advisors in the Discovery series. So I can see how Dax makes this list. Number 4, Sub-Commander T'Pol from the series Enterprise. I was surprised to see how many people actually wanted to see T'Pol in Discovery. It does make sense, though. She does fit the timeline, unless I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I'm not. You know what? I'd be interested to see her in Discovery just because I'd want to see how she would navigate two relationships: the relationship between Burnham and the relationship between Captain Lorca. I'd really want to see how she treats Burnham, given that Burnham is really very much connected to the Vulcan culture, and given that Serac has really taken Burnham under his wing. I'd love to see if she respects that. I'd also love to see how she reacts to Burnham being a part of the crew on Discovery and knowing that Burnham is essentially an outlaw. Then I'd like to see the relationship that she would have with Captain Lorca, who, as we know, has a penchant for not really following Starfleet protocol. It'd be really interesting to see how her character would operate with those two players in the Star Trek Discovery narrative. So from that standpoint, I do think that T'Pol would be pretty interesting to check out in Discovery. Number 3 is the Q, who we first meet in Star Trek: The Next Generation. The Q would be fascinating to see in Star Trek Discovery. It would be a lot of fun to see how beings like the Q, that are essentially omnipotent and not limited by time and space, are interacting with the humans at that point in time. And I, for one, would love to see how the Q interacts with Lorca, who is a very different captain than Jean-Luc Picard. The Q would be amazing in Star Trek Discovery. Number 2, the Traveler from Star Trek: The Next Generation. I'm really surprised to see the Traveler so high on this list, but I do think that the Traveler is a very interesting character and one that actually could also fit well into Discovery. I think that one of the things that's so intriguing about the Traveler is the fact that he is able to move back and forth through time, so he could possibly link us to a lot of the other different series that we have seen in the Star Trek canon, and that makes him a really fascinating addition to place in Discovery because of what's possible to do with his character and the fact that folks would like to learn more about the Traveler. And coming in at number 1 is Guinan from Star Trek: The Next Generation. It is really surprising to see her at number 1, but I will tell you that she was the overwhelming favorite on both the Twitter and the Facebook poll. And I just think that people are fascinated by her character. I think that we loved her in TNG, and we'd love to know a lot more about her backstory. But I also think that she'd be a great addition to Star Trek Discovery because of who she is as a character, because of the wisdom that she brings to the show, and because of what she's able to share with just her outlook. I think that she'd be a great addition to Star Trek Discovery. And that is our list. So there you have it, Darksiders. That is our list of the top 5 people that folks would most like to see in Star Trek Discovery. So my question to you, of course, is the name that you would have chosen on that list? And if not, you have to share it with us, because I'm sure there are some names that folks are going to mention that no one else thought of. And when we hear it, we're going to be like, oh, you know what? That person should be on that list. So make sure that you share that with us. So guys, I said I was going to share something with you that I hope you would find interesting. You know what I thought? I thought it would be kind of cool just to share a little bit about myself at the end of the video, so you guys kind of get to know a little bit about the person behind the camera. So I want to share one of my passions with you that are outside of movies. I am a big fan of the martial arts. I actually have a black belt in Kung Fu, and I'm working on another belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I currently have my blue belt, and if my training partners see this video, they're going to have a fit because I haven't been to the gym in such a long time. But I'm a big fan of the martial arts. It's one of the reasons why I love Into the Badlands so much. It's one of the reasons why we cover that show so heavily. So there's some information about me, you guys. Maybe that's a connection that I made with someone else in the audience. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe. If you haven't, you can hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, and please share it as well if you found it a lot of fun. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.